Hi there, Miles Peterson here with the 3D Engineer, here with another miniature siren video. This will be a dedicated overview and test video of my next miniature siren, and that is the 1/8 scale miniature A.C.A. Cyclone 125. Fun fact, this is actually the first A.C.A. siren that I printed anyway. The first A.C.A. siren that I modeled, that would be the Screamer S2, which is available on my Tinkercad page for you to download if y'all are interested. But as for the first A.C.A. siren that I printed, that would be the Cyclone. I've honestly gotten to a point where I now model sirens faster than I can print them, so there's quite a lot of models that aren't on my channel, but are available for you to print on Tinkercad. A link for my Tinkercad page is below in the description if you are interested. Now hang tight with me as I take you through a quick overview and test of the siren. Alright, here I have you on the GoPro so I can give you guys the overview of the siren. So we'll look at some of its details, and then we will get right into the test. So I think to start, I can talk about this siren's color scheme. It is in patriotic red, white, and blue, and I'm really quite fond of this color scheme. In fact, I'd like to thank a fellow subscriber of mine, whose name is listed on screen right now, for actually suggesting that I print it in this color scheme. He actually also printed my Cyclone in the same color scheme, and it looks amazing, and it works awesome. I'm sure videos of that are on his channel if you're curious and want to check that out. But big thanks to him. You're a great member of the channel. So yeah, patriotic red, white, and blue Cyclone. That's not something you see every day. But I guess here I've got the STH-10, and if you hadn't guessed, the Cyclone is also in 1/8 scale. It's really small. And honestly, I made the Cyclone smaller so that way I can power it with a DC motor. But also, a lot of Cyclones out there are in bigger scales. And for me, I'm just not a huge fan of oversized big sirens that use AC motors. So the Cyclone here uses a DC motor. It uses a 280 motor, wired to USB with a buck converter. We'll look at that later when I take the hat off. But here it is compared to the STH-10. And they're really quite similar in size. So this really gives you a good sense of scale. Here's my hand compared to it. So, yeah, the Cyclone, it's really small, but not to be fooled by its small size, this thing is incredibly loud. And I guess that's thanks to the Cyclone's very drag-heavy, air-efficient rotor. It pulls in a ton of air, which makes this thing incredibly loud. And that'll be demonstrated later when I pull out the decibel reader during the test. Looking closer at the Cyclone, can't really see the rotor, but the rotor in there, I actually resin 3D printed the rotor. And what's really cool about resin printing rotors is that they're solid. They're completely solid. In other words, the rotor has no infill, so there's no air gaps in there. The entire rotor is printed as one part. And honestly, putting it on the resin printer, amazing details came out. The rotor has just such amazing detail. But yeah, if you have a resin printer, you don't have to go that far as to print all my rotors with resin printers, but if you have one, I would definitely use it, and I highly recommend it. The rotor also uses a 2-inch fender washer as a weight on the bottom to give this thing a super long wind down. Even without the weight, it has, I think, upwards of a 5-second wind down, which is pretty good, but we get upwards of a 10-second wind down with the weight, so it just gives this thing an incredible wind down. Alright, now I'll pop off the hat and we'll have a look on the inside there. Alright, I've taken off the eye bolts and the screws to the hat, so it just comes off. And now it reveals the motor cover, and I think the most important part of this siren's functionality, the buck converter. Now, I honestly didn't want to use a buck converter on this siren, but the Cyclone being the Cyclone with its power-hungry motor, it actually pulled in so many amps that I couldn't use resistors. The resistors would literally burn up, so that's the reason behind why we have a buck converter on here instead of resistors. But the buck converter is really quite handy because it allows you to adjust the pitch with that little potentiometer on the side there. Added a little bit of glue on it so that it wouldn't wiggle around and change the pitch, so it's pretty consistent. Now, I guess we can talk a little bit more about the motor. This siren does not use a 130 DC motor because it has such a drag-heavy rotor that it actually needed something more powerful to drive it. So there's a 280 DC motor in there, which is the same motor that my 2001 and Equinox use, which are my much bigger quarter-scale sirens. So yeah, that's pretty quite interesting. But yeah, on the side of the motor cover there, you got the buck converter, and it's still wired directly to a USB for easy access, easy portability. Now, before we get onto the test, I guess I could put a little bit of time talking into the decals on this siren. I made this sticker sheet. You can print it through the link provided in the Tinkercad project by remixing it. It links you to a Google Drive download where it gives you a little bit of instructions on these. Like, for example, I cut out these little A.C.A decals, put them on the intakes there, as you can see. And then as for like the Civil Defense logo, that was printed on a separate sheet, but there's a link for that included in the Tinkercad project, so you'll know what to do. So yeah, I printed these on sticker paper, stuck them on, and even put a little bit of super glue just to make sure that they didn't peel off. Alright, now with the overview out of the way, I guess we can get on to testing the siren. Alright, we are ready for some testing. I think I'll start off with a humble short alert. Oh my gosh. Might I remind you, that was loud and I'm not wearing hearing protection. Oh well. Alright, let's do a few blasts of attack. Oh, and just for the fun of it, let's try to do a fast wail, because I hear so many cyclones doing this. Alright, ladies and gents, well, that's the Cyclone. This is easily my loudest siren for its scale. Well, there you have it, folks. That is a quick overview and test video of my patriotic 1:8 scale miniature A.C.A Cyclone 125. Completely USB powered, using a buck converter with a 280 motor. It's easily my loudest siren at its scale, I would say. You know, I have other loud 8 scale sirens, like my Super Cyrexes, but this is probably my loudest omnidirectional siren. And not to even mention my 2001s, which also use 280 motors. Those are quarter scale, so, you know, it's no wonder those are loud, but the Cyclone really is a wonder that it's loud for being at such a small scale. Now, I would like to talk a little bit about my siren business. I will be selling later this month, people. It's official, okay? Unless there's some crazy delays, things are going pretty well, and I should be selling by the end of this month, or, you know, later this month. It is very likely, actually, that I will sell Cyclones, because, you know, they're 8th scale, which makes them really easy to ship, and they rival my other small sirens. Now, they will be pretty spendy on my site, being at, you know, so far, $65 to make a good profit, because, you know, a little bit of money goes into making these. The motor and the buck converter are more expensive than the motor and resistors used on my other sirens, so that's why they'll be a little more expensive. The 3D files for this siren are completely available to download for free on Tinkercad and will be free even when I'm selling. Just please use the files for personal use only. Don't try to sell your own products using my files. But they are on Tinkercad and you can download them, as I had mentioned several times throughout the video. That will be all for this video. Thank you guys for sticking around. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. I'm Miles Peterson, and you all stay creative.